question.
Okay, perfect. Let's start
And
with your question.
okay, good deal. So this particular month in June, I made a $30 error somewhere. And so I fixed it on my trial to just by trial balance, just by doing a journal entry. So much easier that way.
Right.
Unfortunately, when I got to my last one, my sales by product service summary, it kicked me. It's there. And it looks like
Got
what I
it.
did is I've got one less Wasatch Hydrator Day Pack, and it looks like I have 15 too many Jayhawk Hydro Day Packs. And I don't know how to go back in and find that, because all my math is working out. That's what's so frustrating is like, like my sales by customers, that all just that was perfect. So
Right.
how do I get a mistake on my, and it's not showing up? Well, okay, it does. It shows up on my trial balance. It is between my inventory asset and my cost of goods sold. So somewhere between inventory asset and cost of goods sold, somewhere in there, I made a $35 error.
All right. So let us start. There's a few ways to research things like this.
Okay.
I think the easiest way
Let me get a pencil.
is to, let's see, actually, I think I'm going to pull up your reports.
Okay.
And walk through how I would do it with your account, if that's okay with you.
Yes, that's fine. Absolutely.
All right, so let me share my screen.
Okay.
Sorry, QuickBooks. Can you see my screen or QuickBooks?
Yes. Hold on, I got to get rid of that. I'm being recorded. Okay, now I can see it perfectly.
Okay. Okay, let me see here. So first, I would pull up the sales by customer summary.
Okay.
And it will give us, we're in June, so I'm just going to run this June report for the entire month on the report. And I'm going to double check everything against the PDF, our cheat sheet. And did you see which customer we were off?
It's not a customer. It's on my product services summary. My customer,
all the customers are right.
So I didn't know how I was supposed to get my customer summary was perfect. I had no errors, but somehow I have an error on my sales by product services summary.
All right, so let's look at that.
Okay.
We have the 50. Okay, so do you know which one we're off?
Yes. It's the Wasatch Hydrator Day Pack. My amount says 85, but on my sheet here it says 86 for a quantity.
Yep.
And then the Jayhawk Hydro Day Pack, and I can see why maybe I got those. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, mine says 85 and theirs says 60. So I have 15 more. I have one less of the hydrator, the Wasatch one, and 15 more of the Jayhawk.
15 more. I see you have one more of the Jayhawk.
Well, why did mine say 80? Mine, when I looked at it last night, okay, it was kind of late when I was finishing this up, said 85, but one would be good. One would be easier, because if it was one, maybe I just flip-flopped them and I accidentally won. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to go in and
So I'm just going to audit what we have for Jayhawk. So These are
Okay.
the invoices that, or the sales receipts that we did in June.
Okay,
And we should have, according to the PDF, the Jayhawk should have 60 quantity for the month of June. And we have
yes,
61.
okay, all right.
So now I'm
And
actually
that's mine
gonna,
that you're on?
yes, this is yours that I'm on. I'm gonna share my entire screen.
Okay,
And here I'm just actually gonna search for Jayhawk
okay.
and see
So you are
which
searching
ones we
under,
have. The PDF.
okay,
So we have June 6th, Jayhawk, quantity 200. This is the packing memo.
mm-hmm,
So that's not a sale. So then we have 10 on this sale. So
mm-hmm.
that's accurate on
Mhm.
the 6th. Perfect.
Mhm.
We have 5 on the
Okay.
6th. Perfect. We have invoice. So that's not going to affect our sales by product and service.
Okay,
Purchase order, we have 14. That's perfect.
okay.
Then we have the 12th. We have 20. That's perfect.
See, and I don't know how I could get this off because I always check the math. So when I put in the amount and then I always check my total amount against my total amount on my paper. And it would be
Right.
off. Oh, unless well, but and then I always check the bottom number too, and I check them, every single one.
I think
So,
it's this Jamal Abazar.
okay, all right. I
We
remember.
have one Jayhawk Hydro Day Pack. So
Now,
we have that, but we have Marcy Levitt. There we go.
I see I put the Wasatch instead of the Jayhawk, didn't I?
Yeah, so this Marcy Levitt,
Oh, okay.
it should be the Wasatch instead of Jayhawk here.
Okay, under Marcy Levitt. That is so
Yeah.
easy. I can fix that. So I go back
Interesting
in.
though. Yeah.
Are they the same price then? They must be the same price.
I don't think they are. See, the Hydro, the Day Pack is 84.
Uh-huh.
And what was the other one?
Jayhawk. Mm-hmm.
Is where is it? That's 14. This is a wholesaler.
Mm-hmm.
Where's single? Here we go. Jayhawk Day Pack is 193.
Oh, and that might be the $35 difference, but how did anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so if I go to Marcy Levitt, she's the one that I gave her the Wasatch and I should have, no, I gave her the Wasatch and I should have
208,
given her the Jayhawk.
130. This price is off. And then shipping of 1142. That puts us at 433.42. Yeah, we'll have save and close that. Get back to here. Get back to our cheat sheet. Now we're right on.
Okay.
Is that, did you say your trial balance was off too, or that on
I fixed, yes, and then I fixed that one using a journal
a
entry.
journal entry?
I just went ahead and flip-flopped the two. So so that it's right.
Inventory asset.
Mhm. So now that we fixed it, it probably need to be, I need to take that journal entry off because it should be wrong now.
Yeah, this $35 journal entry.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that one.
Cash discount.
Yeah, those two.
Let's leave that on there. Is the 205,
That
does that have to stay?
205, that 205 has been dogging me for a couple of months, and I just keep moving the money around in a journal entry because I think it was that one time that we didn't pay the entire amount. We paid a partial amount, but we were also supposed to remember the discount for paying in a timely manner. And so, but it didn't give you any numbers. So I did my own math, and apparently my math was $2.05 different than this. And I haven't been able to fix that one either. If you can fix
Got
it
it.
for me, because I can't figure out how to fix that $2.05. It's just, yeah, I don't know. And it's a weird one because it's like when I do my, where is it? It's right here. When I do my trial balance and I do my balance sheet, the money, so originally, every time when I do this, my Canyonlands National Bank, I am over by $2.05. And then my cash discount, that 4,800 cash discount, because that was what I did, is I took the money, the discount, and anyway, so apparently my math was different than theirs.
Right.
But so then I have $2.05 less than what they want me to have on this cash discount. And then so I can do a trial balance, I can do a journal entry, and I can switch those around. But then when I do my profit and loss, I have to take it off because otherwise I have too much under my 4,800 cash discount. I don't know, that $2.05 is just like, really? So I just keep with journal entries, I just keep putting it on and off. I just keep moving the money around. That $2.05. So I don't know. I mean, it's workable. It's, I wish that QuickBooks was a little easier in that sense that, I don't know. Sometimes you do something and then it just won't go away ever.
Right.
So, and I have one of those too with when I did my, I love it too when I'm working on my reports at the very end, and that's when I realize that we've added another account. It's like, oh, okay, I'm glad I knew about this account. And I put an account on, and I put it under, I think it was on my profit and loss. I was struggling with it. It was that, what's it called? It's a long-term liability is where I was supposed to put it. And I put it under, oh, it's my notes payable. That's what it was. It was when I first created the notes payable, and I put it under notes payable. And then it's like, no, that's not actually where we want it. They actually wanted it under long-term. And so then it was messing up the whole report because it was in the wrong section.
Right.
And so all the numbers were just goofy. And so I wanted to just go in and take it. I had it under accounts payable is where I had it. Well, it would not let me change an accounts payable. When I changed it to something else, it was like, no, you can't do that. So then what I finally did is I rebuilt it, and I transferred the money over to it and out of this other one. And then of course it won't let you just delete something. All it'll let you do is just hide it. And so I did, I went ahead and hid it, but it shows up on my reports now. I'm like, really? Really? So now one of my reports has this little, and I just put the XX and
Right.
gave it a name and was like, I don't want this report anymore, but it still shows up on my can I just go ahead and delete this? But it won't let me delete it. I don't know. QuickBooks is like that. It's just, it works really well. I like it, and then I hate it because it's, anyway. So, but that 35, I'm glad we got that fixed. I appreciate your help with that.
Yeah, the 205, I'd have to do some more digging,
Yeah,
but it looks like it might be associated with this 102.5 for some reason.
it was a,
Specialty, aren't they a 210 at 30?
it was whichever one it was, and it only happened once. They were like, this is the full amount, and it was like 17,000 or so, whatever. And we were supposed to pay them, and or they, no, you're right, they were paying us because it's that. So it was one of them, and they only paid like 5,000 of it or something. And then they were like, but don't forget that we got a discount for paying this amount, and it didn't tell me. So then I did some math trying to figure out what the discount should have been, and I got it wrong.
Yeah,
And that's why it's coming up under that. That's why it shows up under that. Cash discount. It's the 4,800, the cash discount.
right.
And
So
they didn't tell me how much it was, and they didn't tell me how much, I don't know. It was, we've only had one like that.
partial payment.
It was a partial payment. That's what it was.
And then we did these extra, you did a journal entry to it, and then a sales receipt to it. And then you did another journal entry of a
I know.
reduction of
That's-
205.
That's because that 205 just keeps, and it doesn't come up like on one report, like the trial balance, it needs to look one way. And then on my profit and loss, I have to move it around. I don't understand that at all, but that's in order to get those reports to be right. That $2.05 is just dogging me.
Not paid. I think because you took this credit memo,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it? I can't remember. What's the,
On my one, that one is just 100, not 102.
yeah, so is that 210 at 30? I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's just 100.
So if we just changed, but I am actually, see, my trial balance shows that I am low on that cash discount
By $2.
and 5 cents.
There's the 5,000.
And so out of that 5,000, I don't know, how much did I?
But I think once you delete it, you have to kind of pay again. So, because otherwise you're gonna keep accusing that, there's $2 missing.
Applied payment. Yeah. This paid on this amount. Open balance. Open balance. Why is there an open balance of 205? Where's this open balance coming from? It's 11,000. Cancel, yes. Overdue. Hmm, 6,100. Seven close. All right. Does that mess up your reports like you said?
I don't
think you
know.
Said your trial balance. We had June is what we're looking at. What's open June's trial balance? 89. Is that what we're off, the 250?
Yeah,
77.
mine says, mine was off 89,222,87, and it should have been 89,220,82.
Where's that cash discount?
4,800 cash discount.
You need to delete this last journal entry in June.
Yes. Yeah, just delete the whole thing. And then that should fix it.
Where are we? Two. All right.
All right. Hey, thank you. That's
Hopefully
awesome.
that it doesn't pop up again.
No, it should be fine. I appreciate that a lot. All right. Well, I think that was all I had, and I got to go back to work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Yes.
Awesome. Other questions?
I do. Actually, I have a problem.
Awesome. So let's add
Um,
questions and then I'll answer Magna. Magna messaged me and I'll get to that. What do you have for
Okay.
me, Vanessa?
My problem is with the Visa card account. I'm trying to pay using it, but it doesn't allow me to, and I don't know what I did wrong. So I'm low on the bank because the payment's coming out from the bank instead of the Visa card.
All
And
right.
I tried to change that and I can't get it the account in.
So we have a Visa credit card. Other current liabilities, Is that how it says to set it up? Credit card. Tax information, credit card, Visa credit card, account 2150. Save. Change the type or tax form. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Now, if are you going to new and then pay bills or check or expense? How are you?
Yeah, actually, I didn't know that was an error until I did my trial balance. So I just noticed when my trial balance was off. So now I'm probably gonna have to go through the trial balance and try to figure out which account is supposed to be on Visa. And it's not.
Got it. Transaction, let's see here. Okay, did that help though? By just putting it as a credit card? Because you're right that a credit card is a current liability. But in the system, sometimes it doesn't let you pay using a liability. It forces you to use a bank account, depending on how you're paying it. Like if you create an expense and you say blah, 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 on the payment method, payment account, you only have assets. that
Yeah,
you
that's
use.
the problem. It wasn't appearing there, so I couldn't pay using it. Cool.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So now you can see it there as a credit card, and you can use it to book an expense or pay a bill or however, whatever you want to, whatever method you want to do to manage that account or
Okay,
manage that
thank
expense.
you.
All right. Did that answer your question?
Yes, that did.
Perfect. Then I'll actually go to, since you already have that set up, I'm gonna go to Magna's previous and open Magna and walk through how to set up an account or a credit card. It's pretty simple. And I'm not even sure what the instructions are. Let's see, credit card. So we will set up use a Visa credit card, set up the Visa card liability as shown on a chart of accounts in June when the instructions indicate we will book the charges to Visa the following way. Go to plus new. Get that out of here. Plus new, we'll go to vendors, then expense. Set up payee. And we'll set up a vendor. Then payment account, book to 2150 Visa card. And that's here. And if, oh, it's already here in 2150 Visa card because it's already been set up. Check it for me. Oh, so Magna did set it up. And she's just asking if she set it up correctly. But yeah, it looks like you set it up correctly. 2150. It's a credit card in the report. So there's two ways of doing it. You can follow this exactly. And then payment account, or you can simply go here, go to chart of accounts, you go new, you hit credit card, you set up a credit card, you add the information, and then it looks like you did it correctly there. 2150, it's a credit card. Book. The payment looks a little odd. Paid with a credit card and expensed it. Maybe it's not odd. I'm just thinking of it wrong. Okay, let's look at this expense. So pay via Visa Internet Service 2150. Category 6180. That's what we want. 1500. That looks correct. So we're good there. And let's just one more check. Balance sheet for June. We have our credit cards down here. Why is it a negative balance for these credit cards? Credit card credit? I don't think we're supposed to be booking a credit card credit. We want to do an expense. So let's use one of these like Traverse Mountain. No, we want, as you know, we're preparing to introduce so the Visa search for secure socket. So what we should do with this, you go to, we're not doing this credit card credit. This is like booking a payment or you're getting a credit or something else, but rather we're doing an expense. So when we do an expense, we want to come in here, the payee, we'll do Visa cert, internet services, and then now choose the credit card, payment method, we could do that. That's really for another reporting purpose, but we do June 6, 2022. And then here, internet and telephone, expense, internet store expense. Internet, telephone and internet expense is what I'm guessing. Then for $1,500. And save and close. And now let's go look at that balance sheet for June. Cool. That looks better. So now we have a credit or debit to expense, credit to the liability. These other ones are opposite. So this one is throwing a credit to the liability, or opposite that, it's throwing a debit to the liability and a credit to your category. Yeah, yep, exactly. So I just read your message, Magna, and yeah, so I'm gonna delete this one because I've already booked the correcting entry for that one. And all the other ones, you'll want to go in and redo those as expenses and not as credit card credits. Yeah, so you want to redo these and change these to credit card or expenses, just an expense. Yeah, it's kind of misleading that there isn't a specific credit card expense or credit card purchase or credit card something else, but credit card credit is not what you want. That's to change it basically, or pay down a credit card. Or when you get a refund onto your credit card, that's when you would use it. So I'll let you fix those, Magna. Okay. Other questions?
Yes, sorry, Brother Lopez, I just have one more. With the shipping, I use the QuickBook Online version. Like, like they have the discount one that you just kind of go and on the settings and habilitate that. I did the same thing with shipping. So automatically it creates an account, which is not on our account, like on a chart of accounts.
Right.
So I'm not sure where to put the shipping now, because now I have it owing one account that technically doesn't exist.
Yeah. And someone asked me the same question, and to be honest with you, I wasn't aware that it automatically created that. I thought it was because of how it was mapped. And in the instructions, it says to set up a shipping charges under non-inventory items. And I'm
Okay.
guessing we didn't do a product and service for shipping, did we?
No, I didn't. That's what I mean. I just because I know there is, the option. I just habilitated. I didn't create my inventory one.
Yeah. And automatic bill payment. And for that, I don't know if we can map it to another account. Let me see, sales from content, shipping is on. Custom fields, shipping is on. Custom, go to setting, custom fields. This is new to me, so I'm not. Make informed business decision with custom fields. No, you don't want custom fields. But you're saying you have, let's go to your reports and do the profit and loss. Let's do June 30. New sales, the shipping income. All these sales receipts, you're putting it in down here as shipping, right? Down here.
Yeah.
And when you do that, the system's gonna say, okay, well, I need to book this new shipping income because this is a shipping different, like the back end of QuickBooks is saying we're collecting shipping, we're charging shipping, now we're gonna collect it and we have to book the revenue for it here. But what the instruction says is to set up as shipping charges under non-inventory items. So essentially set it up as a product and service. So you
Okay.
then have it here and then map that to sales.
Oh, okay.
So you can do one or two things. You can continue to do it this way. Honestly, I'm not gonna change it. Like I usually review your financials and make sure the net income is correct. So as these weird things pop up, it's not a huge deal. But if you want to change it, you can go in and create that product and service and create a shipping charge to non-inventory item, map it to sales, and then reclass all these on these invoices.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay, thanks.
but yeah, I can see where that can be confusing.
Okay.
Magna, to your questions, how to use the credit card option? This is basically when there's a refund to your credit card or you get a charge back and the money comes back to your credit card to book it to your credit card here. So there really isn't that many times you'd use it. Any other questions? Let me see, I'm gonna pull up my emails and see if there's any other questions that other students had that I should cover here. Inbox. Let's go. No, that one's really specific. Yeah, this person had the exact same shipping thing. I thought there was one that was, oh, the price rules. I mentioned that in the announcement. If anyone's not following the announcements, I had a few people email me that about the price rules. I'm not sure if you have the price rule set up either. But here you go to accounting, go to advanced. Is it advanced? Where is it? Sales. Yeah, so turn on price rules here. So Vanessa, it looks like you haven't done that, but you're gonna need that eventually. I'm not sure if it's in June or July.
Yeah, I saw the announcement, but it was after I've done everything. So I
Oh.
haven't had time to go back and do it again.
Okay. But that's basically what you do. And then now it's on. And now here, you should be able to see the price rules as a list right there. Yep. So I just wanted to cover that in the video as well. Okay. What other, I don't know if there's any other messages that are broad, that aren't super specific for the different people. I think that's it. Yep. Do you guys have any other questions before I check
I'm
out
good.
or are done? I think that should be it. You guys have, and again, for the people watching the video, you can message me and I'll try to cover it here on the video. And if it needs be, if not, I'll just respond to you through messaging through Canvas. Okay. Well,
Okay, thank you.
thanks for coming. We'll see y'all later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.